I'm Wendy from Scottie Crafts, a new craft store in Albany. I'm very excited about these new Cuttlebug cut and emboss folders that we've just received. I'm going to show you two techniques with these folders. The first is inking through and using it like a stencil. And the next one I'll show you how to ink the plate and produce a finished card. So for the first technique, you open your folder where the little thumbnail pinches. You sit your piece of cut card into the folder and close it up. You put it through your Cuttlebug using an A and 2B boards, the same as for all embossing with a Cuttlebug. And this has a little extra flap that you can open up. You'll see a cut line on all the folders where you can actually just lift it out so that you can expose the paper. And what we're going to do is ink through this folder. Love this blending tool. My latest favourite tool besides the Cuttlebug. So you can ink as hard through this as you like, or as light, depending on whether you want it quite a dark finish or a light finish. Next thing, you can close that back up and now open it where the little thumb grip is. And there's your pre-inked piece. Let's move these ones out of the way so that you can see it more clearly. If the little corners are stuck in there, just get a pick and poke them out. So there's one here and one here that I don't want in there. And now this can be used for a card face. You could use it on a scrapbooking layout and put a photo in the middle. You can embellish it with flowers. You could put words for a greeting card through the centre of that. The next technique I'm going to show you, we're going to use a different ink. We're going to use a Brilliance pigment ink and a piece of card. This time we're going to open the folder up fully. If there's any little pieces left in your folder, just use your handy little pick. Actually, I need to show you this pick. This is awesome. It's a retractable pick. No more stabbing yourself. So it's got a little slider on it. It's very sharp. And it's just a great little tool for taking those extra little bits of card out that get stuck in your die. Right, so now that we've emptied that out, the side we're going to ink is the side without the picture on it. So this side here. Oops. And it's just a matter of gently tapping the ink pad over the surface of the die until you've got good coverage. Then lay your piece of card face down, close the die up, and once again send it through your Cuttlebug with an A and 2B boards. Beautiful sounds. This time we're going to open the folder where the little thumb groove is and remove our art piece. You can take these pieces out once again with your pick. We're not going to use them on the card, so I shall do that later. But I've still got two little bits that are remaining behind. Get rid of those. And to create a card with this piece, all I've taken is a black folded piece of card. My piece, I've already put my double-sided adhesive on it. Line it up on your card face, like so. And then I'm taking a stack of blossoms and a little flower that has a wire stem on it and poking it through the holes to form my embellishment for the centre of my card. Then I'm going to use my pick and poke a hole in the centre and basically just thread the wire through and attach it at the back with a piece of double-sided tape or sellotape. And the only other thing I've done to complete this card is to add the little rhinestones. So basically, these are the Kaiser strip ones. They're all the same size. You just pick up one of these little rhinestones. You'll need to separate them. They've actually got a glue line. Just cut them apart and place one on each of these little white raised dots on your card. And there is your completed card.
Very cool, Wendy. I think we need to look at some of the other dies that are here.
So we've laid out a few of the other dies. This one here, I've produced these tags simply by putting it through the Cuttlebug and inking them once I've taken them out of the die. The other side is this tag die. I love this one, I'm having this one. I've also double embossed, so this one I've added another embossing folder to it after I've sent it through, cut it and inked it. So that's the tags. This one I'm also going to own. This one does these beautiful hands, wings, keys, all the card elements, like for playing cards, little tags, crowns, and the fleur-de-lis. I love this one. I've cut that out of metallic paper and inked it. You can also use coordinations cards, and I've done a frame. This one cuts this whole middle piece out, so if you wanted to use that with a photo in it, just don't put the middle piece back in again. I've done that with a colour core card and sanded it. You can also do wedding invites with this sort of die, wedding invites or like place names for a wedding setting. And another one of my absolute favourites is cutting vellum. You can cut vellum and it then looks like, what's that craft called?
Pergamano.
Pergamano.
Because it's got tiny little holes that it pricks into the vellum, and it looks like little pinpricks that you would do with pergamano. I'm going to try and catch that on the video because it is so cool. There you go, you can see it really well there. Very nice.
If
hey?
Wendy holds it still.
If she does, and I hold the camera still. Oh, good.
Awesome.
That was great. Thank you, and we hope you enjoy your new Cuttlebug cut and emboss dies from Scottie Crafts.